Hi, I'm Randy Robison. This is Life Today TV, and I have the pastor, the queen pastor of Oasis Church in Hollywood, California. Holly Wagner's with me. Hi, Holly. How you doing?
Well, thanks so much for having me.
I just gave you a new title. Is
yeah,
that
you
okay?
did. I'm so going to keep that one.
Okay.
I'm going back home with that and going, no, Randy said I'm a queen.
There you go. Hollywood. You guys are in Hollywood?
Yeah.
You don't just claim it and you're in Burbank?
Yeah, no, actually, see, we are there.
Yeah.
I love people who say that they're in L.A., but they live in Orange County. No, it doesn't count. L.A. No, our church is on Wilshire Boulevard, and it's a mile or so east of Beverly Hills and a mile south of Hollywood. So it's right there,
right in the middle of it,
in the heart
Is it crazy?
Of the city.
Weird stuff happening to you guys?
Yeah, it's never boring. You know, I love it. We just celebrated 29 years, so we've been doing it a long time. And we were in the city when everybody else was running to the suburbs, and we've just stayed there. And we've just seen God do amazing things. And the average age in our church is, if you just go from 18 till the oldest person, probably about 27. So
really?
A bunch of young people who are trying to figure out what to do when they grow up. And I love it. It's a great time of, I feel like God's trusting us with a really amazing season in people's life.
I guess you get a lot of people who are just looking for something, looking for answers, looking for sanity.
Yes, and a lot of people, move to LA for the entertainment industry, and whether it's music or dance or acting or film or something, writing, and some of them end up in church, and so we can really become that community that supports and loves them and helps them and keeps them focused on the real important issues in life.
Yeah, you use the arts a lot in your services.
Yeah, we have just great musicians and actually have phenomenal dancers.
No, do you really?
Yeah, so...
my daughter would love that.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. It's just, the energy, creativity is awesome.
So you call your ministry God Chicks.
Yes, that's the...
Slightly irreverent God Chicks.
Yes.
Right?
Well, for me, it was probably about, maybe 17 years ago or so. I was reading Titus Chapter 2, and this is one time when it just kind of jumped off the page to me. And basically that chapter, says, older woman, your job is the younger woman. It says older man to you, but basically, older woman, your job is the younger woman. And I remember thinking, well, awesome, when I get to be 106, I'll be that old woman, and I'll help all those young women. And I felt like God say to me, Holly, is there anybody younger than you on the earth? It's like a few people, okay.
Right.
And so then, yes, obviously. So then he said to me, she's yours. So that changed how I did everything. And it changed how I wrote, it changed how I communicated, it changed how we reached women in our church. And so from that, the whole concept of God Chicks was really born. And it was about empowering and inspiring the older to actually reach out and embrace the younger, to create an environment where the younger is celebrated and loved and flourishes. And so that's what's happened. So over the years, God Chicks has evolved, and we have quarterly events, and then we have a conference every year, and so that's really what's come out of that.
From a church standpoint, how has that impacted the health of your church?
Well, you think about it. A church is made up, at least 50% women, probably a little more. And so the healthier they are, and the more that they understand their worth and value, then actually the healthier the church is going to be.
The mentoring has led you to some interesting places.
Right.
It got you on The View.
Yes. So that was a really out of the blue phone call to get. And so one of the hosts of The View is Sherry Shepherd. And she really sort of began and got passionate about her walk with God in our church years ago. And so she would call us her pastors. And this particular episode of The View, they were asking all of the hosts, who is your mentor, and we'll bring them on the show. So it was a very different show for them to do, because for one, it was just going to be honoring of people. So we had, I think Joy Behar brought on Gloria Steinem, and Whoopi brought on Bob Nichols, the director, and then Sherry brought on her pastors,
nice.
Which was amazing. So 9 minutes of really the power of the local church in someone's life, and what really a relationship with Jesus, how that can transform your life. Yeah. And so that's what that whole segment with her was about. And she's funny, and it was hysterical. And my husband did get a word in. So,
he did?
Yeah.
Okay, well, not that any of the women paid attention, because women usually don't pay attention. Did you make friends there? How'd it go with all those, because some of them you would think would be fairly hostile towards the church.
Do it was really, for me, we have tried to really build the church on, our church, on communicating what we're for and not what we're against. So I honestly try to live my life like that. And so for me, when I meet someone new that I might know that we would be very different in so many ways, but I just try to find something that we can agree on, somewhere where I can build a bridge.
Yeah.
And so I just made a few attempts with, some of those people, and by the end of it, we're all like BFFs taking photos, and it was awesome.
Very cool.
There was a funny moment when I connected with Whoopi, and she looked at me and she's like, "Okay, so you're a pastor?" She goes, "Okay, you have to understand, my paradigm of a pastor is like a nun, so you are freaking me out right now."
Nice, good. Yeah, because Jesus wasn't what they all expected either.
That's exactly right.
Right?
Exactly right.
Very cool.
So that was a fun
All
experience.
right, tell us what this is, the new book, Warrior Chicks.
Yeah,
is
there's
all about.
a book I wrote called Warrior Chicks, and really came out of Proverbs 31, which sort of is an annoying chapter in the Bible, like if we're really going to be honest.
Right.
A little bit annoying, because I kept thinking, who could be her?
Right.
She just sounds so perfect, and she works here and there, and who could be her?
I've been looking for her.
Yeah, exactly. Who could be her? And so it was just a frustrating portion of scripture. And then there's one verse in there that, verse 15, it says, "She rises while it is yet night." And I'm thinking, she doesn't either. She sleeps while it is yet night, right? And then I started to do some study on that verse, and I found out that it doesn't actually have as much to do with the time of day that you get up, but rather that when darkness and chaos and calamity are surrounding, she rises. And so that sort of has become a motivation for my life, that when there is trouble, whether it's at home or challenges we deal with our kids or situations, or for me, there was a health crisis, or even, in our church, the challenges that might come, we all have a chance to make a decision in the midst of that, to whine and complain and point and blame fingers, or to rise.
Yeah.
And I just want to be the she that rises.
Yeah, it's not about getting up early.
Yeah, thank you, God.
Right. Be sure to tell my dad that. He's given me a hard time about that.
I'll mention that.
My whole life.
Okay, in fact, I'll just say that to him.
One time he said, "Son, have you ever seen the sunrise?" And I said, "Yeah, I've stayed up that late." All right, okay. Well, that's me. Anyway, what's your website? People want to follow up with you. Now, you're touring with Women of Faith.
Yeah, I'll be with Women of Faith this year and next year, actually.
Nice. And then your website for your book and for your speaking.
Yeah, hollywagner.com, godchicks.com.
Great.
Any of that.
Any of those. Great.
Yeah.
Check out all the Women of Faith when they're on,
Yeah.
and Holly especially, on Life Today. It's on lifetoday.org. Thank you so much for spending some time.
Well, thanks for having me.